best team in the NHL in the last 7 seasons who haven't made the Stanley Cup final. Maybe this is the year. The path looks pretty good. What are some of the keys?
Well, their calling cards have been depth and balanced scoring, and it's no different this year. And it's really that second line. We saw Logan Stankoven in the locker room as we prepared for this, and he centers that line. They have been on a heater since the Olympic break. And Rod Brind'Amour said they actually could have more goals. They could have more offensive production because they're getting great A's that they're not burying. And you look, you got Stankoven in the middle and Jackson Blake on the right, two youngsters, and then you got Taylor Hall, former league MVP, 34 years old, playing like a youngster. And Rod Brind'Amour said they're so defensively responsible, they get more and more ice time, and they can match up against anyone in this league. He says they have been their best line since the Olympic break, without question.
Either Tampa Bay, Carolina.
What's good, Murph Griffin? How you doing, man? I'll send you the link. I'm about to send it. All right, we are live today watching the Hurricanes versus Blue Jays. Speaking of Murph Griffin in the house, what's good, Murph?
Ooh, my day's great.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good. Glad you're doing well. Watching the Hurricanes versus Blue Jackets. If you're enjoying the stream, hit that follow button, homie. Appreciate you stopping by and coming in the stream, Murph. What's good, JJ? What's good, man? How you doing, homie? Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I think we won't be able to make the stream in my Discord. I might be live on Thursday. Maybe I'll do it on Thursday. I'm gonna do it Thursday afternoon at 2. Who you guys got winning tonight? Hurricanes or Blue Jackets? Oh. Hope we can beat the Columbus Blue Jackets.
In the regular season, of course, former Columbus Blue Jackets head coach won the Stanley Cup with the Tampa Bay Lightning, but now John Tortorella with the firing of
Oh, Bruce Cassidy, we fired him. Oh, yeah, John Torreira, can I win a playoff game?
Back to Columbus we go. John Buccigross and AJ Malesko have the call. We'll see you in a minute.
Here we go.
Trying to find his game as the playoffs approach. And Jet Greaves is the man between the pipes once again for the Columbus Blue Jackets. 9-10 save percentage. He turned 25 years old yesterday. So again, the out-of-town scoreboard looking good. The Islanders are losing. The Senators are losing. And the Red Wings are losing. Penguins up 2-0 on Detroit. They scored 9 straight goals going back to last night against the Islanders. The first of back-to-back games, the Blue Jackets and Hurricanes.
It's on.
Let's look at tonight's star lineup brought to you by American Express. Here comes Marchment, just onside, now just offside. Our linesmen tonight.
Hey, yo, JJ Sports Coverage, or I will call you JJ Awesome Sports. Did you see my text messages on my Discord server?
Immaculate 2-month run as Ron Brind'Amour and the Canes are fighting for 1 seed.
Yeah, and you know, you mentioned it earlier. Carolina has been so good under Ron Brind'Amour, but they've never made it to the Stanley Cup final. They've gone deep. They've gone to the Eastern Conference final 2 of the last 3 years, but they really are looking to what do they need to make that deeper run that they've had the last couple of years.
Pipsqueak says Hurricanes. What up, Pipsqueak, by the way?
And Taylor Hall out there right now for the Canes. DeAndre Miller gloves it down. Banks it off the glass. Here comes
Sarah said Hurricanes. What up, Sarah?
Instead, Kova's able to get it. Back to DeAndre Miller. 60 seconds into this one in Columbus. John Buccigross and AJ Malesko.
Elizabeth said Hurricanes. Maggie said Hurricanes. A lot of people picking the Hurricanes to win.
Back row up to Charlie Coyle, who dumps it in. There's getting high in after it now. I thought they should be shot in the case, but I guess they look at the punt. No Matthew Olivier tonight for the Blue Jackets, injured in that fight during the Bruins game.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and turn on notifications so you won't miss my video.
When it comes to Slavin, still looking for his first goal of the year. This is 34th game. Just missed a lot of time early with that injury. Able to get healthy, win a gold medal, and now he's back with the Canes as Greaves will hang on to that side. Behind him now, Aho spells Walensky. And of course, that's going to cause Blue Jacket teammates to get in there. And Walensky trying to get a shot to Aho as they're separated.
Those are not the two that you'd expect necessarily in the fisticuffs. Here's a look at the opportunity for Carolina, and then Aho sits down on top of Jet Greaves. That's what Werenski was not a fan of. Stay away from our goaltender. Stay away from that blue paint. And Aho gave it right back to him. Temperature's right. No surprise. These games, I mean, you know, we talked about how Carolina, where they're sitting atop the Eastern Conference right now, although there's obviously a couple teams, Buffalo, Tampa, right there with them trying to fight for home ice advantage through most of the playoffs.
Russians, easy to communicate on the ice with them, although it was Gabranson who started the game with Provorov at the opening faceoff. Both teams changing. Provorov and Zamula play catch. Here comes Marchenko, 8-game goal drop. Columbus needs him to light the lamp down the stretch here if we're going to make the playoffs and finish off this year's miraculous run since Rick Bowness took over.
Yeah, they need that top line, Fantilli, Marchenko, Marchment to lead the way. It's great that they've got a defenseman who can be there leading the charge, but they need that top line. They need those guys to be the offensive drivers.
Ehlers, Stahl, and Martin, the third line for the Canes are out there. Beautiful pass off the board by Gudbranson. Here are the Blue Jackets in front. The man who was hoping to end that goal drought. Marchenko shot it wide. His Bussy is able to hang on to that shot from the right point. That pretty much sums it up for Marchenko.
That was a close call. Come on, man. Y'all gotta play defense. Y'all gotta play defense, Carolina.
Look at that shake of his head. He knows it. Beautiful pass from Gudbranson up, and then how does four guys touch it? Marchenko knows that is a beautiful opportunity. It's a great setup by Fantilli. And then, to me, we got Marchment with a spin around. Marchenko, that's when you haven't scored in that long and you're expected to score, you start gripping your stick too tightly. You start overthinking everything. He needs one to go in, and then he can relax a little bit, and perhaps the floodgates would open. Right now, he's overthinking everything.
St. Jarvis brings it around. 30-goal season for Jarvis this year in 65 games. Out there with Aho and Svechnikov. Slavin, stick battle with Donnie. Here comes Coyle. Sillinger to his left. Coyle trying to toe drag, but bothered from behind. Nice defensive play, of course, by Slavin, one of the best in the NHL. Beautiful backhand pass. Springs Sillinger. His shot deflects high in the air and over the net backwards. Down the hall now. Green stays back. Benny poke checks it away. Kind of no man's land there as Hall is getting closer and closer. Jenner knocks it down. Out there with Garland. Pass in front. Beautiful stick play there by Nikishin as Monahan was open. Now the Canes have some numbers. Ball turns away. One-timer. Gostisbehere faked it and stumbled. Garland's going to get to that puck first. Blue Jackets have numbers. Garland chooses to dump it. Not to allow Nikishin to use the wall. But now the Blue Jackets on the attack. Garland behind the net. Here's Jenner. Monahan to the net. Provorov was playing the offside with Zamula, so he had a hard time handling that as a left-hand shot at the right point. Canes come back and Greaves with the high save on Blake. Garland will dump it in and Columbus will change. Carolina gets off the bus looking to shoot. 100 shot attempts on Sunday against Montreal.
Yeah, they just shoot from everywhere, and then they recover. That's the biggest key. It's not just the shots, it's the recovery.
Big save, Greaves in front. Denied Jankowski. Best chance of the game so far for the Hurricanes. Now the take-check will start behind his own cage. Here's Gudbranson, carries the mail to the red line, takes the hard hit from Martin. And now Columbus will change, and that gives Carolina room. Keandre Miller to Jordan Stahl. Stahl, nice year this year, 19 goals for Stahl.
His career high is 20 goals, so he's carrying that down right now. Tie it.
One more goal for 20, that would be his fifth in his career. Hasn't had one, though, in 10 years.
Part of that is the addition on the power play. He's net front now and just getting out there more confidence. Not that he's their big power play scorer, but just being on the ice more.
He's got 4. Here's Ehlers now. Nikolai Ehlers, the big free agent signed last summer from Winnipeg. Now he passed to Slavin, looking for his first goal of the year, just wide. Ehlers falls down and is able to make the play from his knees. Otherwise, Markman would have went in alone. Bit nervous here in Columbus with this latest 1-3-1 stumble, but right now the scoreboard is looking good tonight on town. Now they try to take care of business here. Here's Turnover. Sillinger has it. Stick goes flying through the air. That's Slavin's stick, so he doesn't have one. Provorov one-timer, block shot, blink. Columbus now will look to cycle down low as Slavin does not have his stick. He's unable to get one from before. Now he goes, picks it up from behind his own net as the Canes approach. Open in front, shot, saved by Greaves.
Dang it, we almost had that goal, man. We need that goal.
Turnover. Another chance for the Canes. Gostisbehere, wrist shot just floats wide.
Floats wide.
Point keeps it in. Now Gostisbehere attacks. Canes are changing now. Stankoven with a stick battle. Sillinger gets to it first. Samoa to Provorov. Makes a real nice pass from behind his net. For a clean breakout, but then Sillinger's pass to Heinen hops over his stick, but that does give Columbus a chance to change. Continuous play here in Columbus. Over 8 minutes in, no score. Once again, Carolina leading the way in shot attempts. Off to a good start against Columbus. What is their psyche like after a tough weekend blowing leads to San Jose and Boston?
Great stick there by Bruce Jenner defensively.
Turnover, shot, save, rebound, another save.
Good save, good save. Stolen.
He's got Svechnikov behind him. And Jarvis. Svechnikov can't get it. Now the Blue Jackets try to head out. They can't. That's called onside. Looked like it came outside the zone. Doesn't matter. Greaves hangs on. And we finally get a whistle. Temperatures running high once again at Werenski and Aho. Face to face. As that spat continues and away from the plane. Jenner grabbing the Kane.
Well, here we go, and there are 11 shot attempts by Carolina, 6 on goal. This is one of the tightest ones. Jankowski right on top of the crease. Jeff Greaves stands tall for Frenzel. How about this pass? Stankoven over to Chatfield, and Jeff Greaves shuts the door. Still 0-0 here in the first.
The most affordable German engineered car brand is also the most fun. Get in the driver's seat today. Get 0.9% APR or a $1,000 customer bonus on a selected 2026 Tiguan during Volkswagen Driver Days.
Experience next level apartment living at
All right. 0-0.
resident first service and elevated wellness offerings. You'll be sure to discover a home where you don't just live, but thrive.
Don't be afraid to set goals that you think you won't hit. So much of our limitations, physically and mentally, are
I'm gonna be AFK for 9 minutes.
a fresh opportunity to commit, to push, to be better.
Do my Sunday dreaming, oh yeah, all my Sunday scheming, every minute, every hour, every day. I want a Sunday kind of love.
And WSL Sundays on ESPN and streaming on the ESPN app.
Wow, so we went to break, showing you that scrum. Only one guy got caught, AJ.
Yeah, well, Andrei Svechnikov, we saw him take a shot in his hand a few shifts ago, so good to see that he didn't miss a shift, came back out, and then the scrum, and it's tough as a referee out here how you pick, but obviously that's the guy, that's the instigator. You see him come from the left of your screen and come on in, and he's the one who gets the 2 minutes, so power play, Columbus.
Hasn't been good lately, 1 for 11. Well, Ron Brindamore, of course, one of his tenets is killing penalties as a player and as the coach. They've killed 13 of 14. That bum rush on Connor Garland from Svechnikov gives Columbus a chance to take the lead early. And maybe take some of the momentum away from Carolina. They were surging offensively. So here's the Columbus power play. Fantilli walks in, trying to go to Marchenko. Can't. Werenski. Reducing point-wise, but not goal-wise since the Olympics. Fantilli, Marchand can't handle that pass. With Voronkov hurt, he's the power play goal leader for Columbus with 7. Marchenko are next at 6 each. They are both out there right now on this first unit. Here comes Marchenko, the man they need to get going offensively. Kept in by Lorenzi. He's got room. Shot saved by Bussey.
Good save. Good save.
Ripped down the ice.
Well, Gretzky is really the straw that stirs the drink for these guys. As that quarterback, you see him jump in the play, read the play, but his playmaking out there. Marchenko, Fantilli on the flank. Marchenko's moved to that bumper spot. So those guys certainly reap the benefits of Gretzky.
Columbus has scored just 9 goals in their last 5 games. Goretzky, shot saved by Bussey. Beautiful save on Fantilli. Fantilli has it back. Flips to Marchment, trying to find it in his skates. He can't. A real nice play by Aho to fish that out and ice it before taking a hit from Coyle.
When Aho and Jarvis are so aggressive on their penalty kill, and Jarvis, of course, has scored 4 shorthanded goals this year, too. So something for opposing power plays to keep an eye on.
Kent Johnson in the lineup with Olivier's injury. Goes to Matejchuk. But Matejchuk loses the stick battle. 2 shots on goal for Columbus on this power play as it winds down. One more chance to rush and set up. Garland, cross the line. Goes to Matejchuk. Brings around the other side, but Eric Robinson, who can certainly skate, gets to that. And the Canes once again kill the penalty. That's 14 out of their last 15. Matejchuk behind the cage. Up the wall. Comes down to Bussey. He'll play the puck. But it's going to be taken by Jenner at the left point, who rims it back around behind the net. Sillinger. And Branson has it. Try to go to the net. Nice step block there by Hall, but turns it over to Heinen. Then Hall gets it. And here come the Hurricanes. Jackson Blake trying to find Stankoven. Now he does. Stankoven wraparound attempt. Goes to the other side. Fabro has it. Taylor Hall with 299 career goals. Big night in the NHL. Arno, what's happening out of town?
Lucy Associated Flyers 2 points behind Columbus, but down in the first, and the Capitals add another. Guess who? Alex Ovechkin, his 20th 30-goal season, extending his NHL record.
Oh, wow. Alex Ovechkin is a beast. 20th or 30th goal for Alex Ovechkin. Dude who made 1,000 goals.
Shot from the point blocked. A lot of those teams have games in hand on the Blue Jackets. They need them to lose tonight. Trying to get 2 tonight against the Kings themselves. Jarvis, delayed penalty on Columbus. Bussing to the bench. Extra attacker on. 6 on 5. Aho. As Carolina
Delay penalty.
sets up this 6 on 5 temporary power play. Aho sends it across to Svechnikov. They got the top line out there. There's the possession by Columbus, and here comes the penalty. Looks like it's going to be a slash on the CBJ. And they're going to be
I was on Columbus Blue Jackets. Slashing.
Columbus 2 minutes for slashing.
So slashing it is, and it's Dante Fabro serving the 2 minutes in the box.
Power play for the Hurricanes.
Power play for Carolina. When we return, there's the hack on the hands of Nikishin. ESPN Plus Hockey Night is presented by Honda. Proud partner, Team USA.
Hey, I'll be right back, Murph. I'm about to go do something real quick and let my phone charge. And I'll be right back, chat. Give me 1 second.
He's so positive. He's got attention to detail. He's one of those guys that you just want to run through a wall for.
Here are those comments on Sunday.
Okay, we got two.
Guys.
Buffalo, Carolina, and Tampa Bay all playing tonight.
Okay.
Carolina's up here.
Okay, hello, Murph. I'm
Oh,
back.
hello there, Skate.
What's good, Joshua the Bucks and Logan? How you doing?
Oh, he said he was good.
Joshua is in the chat. Hey, Joshua, sorry for taking so long. I was doing something.
Brendan Moore, since he took over this team, they have been nothing but a playoff squad.
See, we're up 2-0 against the Jackets. We scored that goal. I was saying let's go after we scored that goal while I was muted.
Taking turns. They are focused. Seth Jarvis will be a key guy in the postseason. Nice right kick saved by Bussy on the back row.
Very cold, too. Just kicked it out.
Marchenko trying to drag that to his forehand after taking the pass from Fantilli, but Buss's there was there. Another puck is loose. There's the whistle.
Good save, good save.
And Marchenko were whacking at that puck.
Well, Brandon Bussy has not been, I mean, he's been busy, I guess. You look at, he's gotten 9 saves so far, but they haven't been of the high danger variety so far. And a couple of these were really good saves. Good read by Bussy. He doesn't leave his left post. He uses that paddle. I love when goalies do this. Just muck it up, make it difficult for a forward who's stepping out from goal line extended.
That was the matchup Columbus wanted right at the top line against the fourth line. Doss Despair was out there defensively. Shot. It's free. It's open. Oh, the box protects.
Good save, good save.
That was the Brendan Bussy that we saw earlier this year with so many miraculous saves for Carolina. 4 faceoffs in the last 66 seconds. The game kind of slowing down. That's fine for Carolina. And another whistle here. Another faceoff onto the icing. Golden chance for Columbus there.
Well, they're starting to get on their toes, right? They come out after the break, listen to their coach, Rick Bowness, what he has to say. Bussy stretches a second time this shift, stretches that right pad out, showing his flexibility, his athleticism, and his ability to track the puck. But for Columbus, down in a 2-goal hole and have that good kill at the beginning of this period, this is what they need. They've got to test and they've got to win the board battles. That's the big thing for Bowness. Win a battle.
Now Werenski out there will begin the breakout. Coming to guard. Here's Boone Jenner. Jenner, a free agent after this season. Columbus has a few of them this summer. Coyle. Jenner. Getting behind into UFA.
And Jenner just had coming off 5-6 game goal drought. Both of them scored goals in their first period against the Bruins in the eventual loss, but good for them to get off the schneid.
Greaves corrals the bouncing puck. It's time to shovel in Columbus. A slow start to the second period. That's just fine for the Hurricanes, who have 2 power play goals tonight. And they lead 2-0.
possession for Carolina started in their own end.
I'm gonna grab a snack. Be right back.
Yeah, Columbus right now is
Yeah, I'm
really
back.
struggling in the neutral zone. Their passes are all just a little bit off. I think some of it is the way Carolina is blocking the passing lanes, but they're not connecting stick to stick.
Look at the offensive zone time we just showed the top of the screen there. It's all Carolina.
Okay. Okay.
This is the Carolina recipe for victory.
Come on, Carolina.
Power play and just smother 5-on-5.
And another muffed pass right there, partly by Carolina.
Jankowski to Robinson. Robinson in front. Had Carrier for a second. Now Garland has the wheels. Here he comes. Garland pokes it around his man, looking for an interference. Didn't quite get it there. As we approach the midway point of this hockey game. The take check for the defenseman will activate. Over to Garland. Here's Jenner now. Jenner in front. Shot just wide. Sean Monahan's had a tough offensive year. Just 12 goals, and that one goes wide. Another one-timer blocked. Down goes Carrier. As Robinson pokes it ahead. The take check recovers. Wins the stick out of it, but it's Carrier. It's going to be another icing on Columbus. They get the call. Nice of him. Yes!
Just his normal life.
Very confident, huh?
William Carrier, such a part of that fourth line. Takes the body. Got some offensive game. We saw that when he won a cup with Vegas back in 2023. That's why Carolina gave him that contract. He fits their style so much. 5 more years at $2 million a year.
And he blocked that shot and stayed out there, didn't look. He was wincing on the bench afterwards, but still hunted down the puck, forechecked, and now we got a little rough stuff in the corner.
Garland trying to draw the penalty, goes back in blink. Nothing called there. He could have been called for roughing. He'll go to the bench now. The crowd still looking for a power play. Rick pulling his hands on his hips now.
You know, you gotta like that from Garland, though. You getting back in the fight. Somebody's got to raise it up here. Get them. We got another penalty. Here we go.
Here comes Columbus's power play with the hook. So maybe all that booing and complaining gets you a call sometimes. Carolina 22, 2 hits for hooking. Jason Blake. He's watching his son Jackson tonight. And look at Jackson, tied up with Garland. He's also holding on. He's trying to draw a hold there. But in the end, the Blue Jackets will get a power play.
Nissan. Correct. You got to put it through its paces. He can take it.
I didn't call it roughing on the Hurricanes when it was clearly a roughing on the Hurricanes. He's in it. These sports referee sucks, man.
Or get $3,500 to $6,000 total savings on select models.
We are live on Hockey Island, inside Riley's Lounge, to bring you the first ever Inside Out Classic. As joy, sadness, anxiety, and the rest of Riley's emotions team up with the Washington Capitals and the New York Rangers for an NHL game unlike anything you've ever seen before. Look at this place. It's so magnificent. I'm about to cry. Don't get too emotional yet, Kevin. The Inside Out Classic. Sunday at 7 on Disney XD and Disney Channel. Columbus fans were booing as we went to break. I don't think they realized they do have a power play coming. It wasn't the one they wanted, AJ, but they got this one.
Yeah, they got this hooking on Logan Stankoven, on Miles Wood. And, you know, there's the hook. It's
On the hands.
to me, they're going to call that. It's not, but I also think it is a bit of a makeup call maybe for what was going on in the corner. But now for Columbus, huge moment for them, right? They killed the power play early on in this period, and now they have a chance to make.
I think the game ends around like 6 or 7, maybe.
Having a great night on the face-off dot. He wins another one. Here comes Columbus trying to get within one.
I don't know.
Marchenko trying to end that goal drop. He's out there. Here's Werenski. Back to Marchenko. Two guys who have trouble scoring goals recently. And of course, the two most important Columbus players. Number 8 and number 86. Marchenko can't get that. Werenski can. Nice pass to Fantilli. To Werenski. Marchenko's open. He gets it. Hesitates. Back to Werenski. Great coverage by Carolina.
It is so aggressive.
Coyle. Shot by Fantilli's wide. What a play by Marchment to dive.
Good play by the Hurricanes.
Gets it to Fantilli. He knows Marchenko's on the other side. He has it now. Good hesitation move on Stahl. Another one. Good stick by Stahl. Columbus still has it. Here's Marchenko. Shot saved by Bussy. Holding the post. Marchment. Left timer. Werenski blocked by Stahl. It's loose. Good hit by Coyle to allow Fantilli to get it. Back to Werenski on the right point. Can't find a lane. Marchment. Marchenko. Whiffs. Gets it back. Goes to Werenski. Fantilli fires. Saved by Bussy. Marchment. Battling. Up the wall it comes. And cleared by the Hurricanes.
What a power play for Columbus. Excellent looks, excellent chances, and really battling
Another
against
play by the Hurricanes. What a play by the Hurricanes.
Watch Jacob Slavin. He just anticipates where the puck's going to be.
Marchenko staying out there and Werenski for the full power play as it's winding down. 15 seconds left. Johnson has come out there. 2 shots on goal so far. Captained by Werenski. Garland's out there now on the second unit. As is Monahan. Only Marchenko and Werenski remain on the first unit. They know how important they are to get this goal. Now we're back to 5-on-5. Stankoven back on the ice after his 2 minutes for hooking. So now, can Columbus generate chances 5-on-5? They haven't yet in this game. Here's Monahan. Sauces up to Sillinger. Sillinger. Carlson waits. Nice pass to Monahan. Shot saved by Bussy. down on the ice. As a Hurricane defender, Gostisbehere is grabbing his facial area. Maybe he thought he was high stuck by somebody. He'll go right to the bench. Referee Fergus South picks up his stick and gives it to the Columbus bench. If Gostisbehere is looking for it, that's where it is. Sillinger has to wait. Otherwise, he would have been offside as Jenner was trying to touch up. Jenner gets it back to Provorov, softly to the net. Sillinger almost there as Bussy got it out of danger. See if that power play can give Columbus some life. It has seemed to inject some adrenaline in their game.
I mean, when you've got a power play, you can generate momentum. Obviously, you want to score, but if you can't generate momentum, give yourself a little bit of shot of that adrenaline you're talking about, Bucci, and that can be just as effective. Whether you're killing or on the power play, I thought Columbus, they made some adjustments from their first power play in the first period that were excellent.
Got Branson and Fabro out there now. Pass across towards Walker, comes out of the zone. So the second period winding down, and Columbus still down 2-0. Offside at the line as once again the players get together. Eric and Branson in the middle of it, like he was the other night against Boston, fighting Tanner Jeannot. It's Carrier who's taking a couple of gloves. Well, we had a player get hit in the face with a puck during warm-up. That was Miles Wood. And then here in the game, Gostisbehere blocking the shot with his face. That's what you do this time of year.
Georgia, Georgia, oh, angel, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
They were the blueprint for football greatness. But before they were legends, they were plans. Now it's time for the next generation to show the world what they're made of.
He's built for these kind of moments.
And on draft night, plans become reality.
Would be first pick in the NFL draft.
The NFL Draft presented by Bud Light, April 23rd through 25th.
All of us at ESPN want to give a special early happy birthday to Carter Michael Goodrow. Born 1 year ago tomorrow. What a beautiful photo that is of the Goodrow children. Johnny and Meredith starting a young family. Obviously, many parts of that story obviously so tragic, from the parents to the siblings to the friends to the teammates, and obviously Meredith and her children tomorrow wishing Carter a happy birthday. As Carter's father's banner will hang here in Columbus forever.
In their room too, Johnny Gaudreau's stall still sits there with his nameplate, so certainly honored by this franchise for the greatness that he brought them.
He was a part of the last 2 gold medals won by Team USA at the World Championships last spring, and then, of course, in Milan this winter. Remembered by his USA teammates. USA hockey is so important to Johnny Gaudreau. Shane Gostisbehere blocking shots with his face, back out there for Carolina. Pass in front. Seth Jarvis trying to get it around Fabro. Couldn't do it. As the second period winds down, Columbus only 7 good strength shots on goal. 4 of their 12 on the power play. They had 1 short-handed. Do we have another? Knocked in the face. Svechnikov walks right down to the room. Pucks to the face, sticks to the face tonight.
Yeah, lots of shrapnel. Here's a look at what happened, and Gostisbehere just came off after blocking that shot, tries to get it back in, and gets friendly fire as Svechnikov trying to tag up for the offside, and it hits him You know, it's interesting when you're in the D zone and you're blocking shots, you're almost ready for it, you're protecting yourself. In that situation, he's just trying to tag up, and that catches him unawares.
26 goals for a special conference this year. His career high is 30. Puck bouncing dangerously. Chatfield, shot blocked. Big play by Marchman. Now he tries to get the breakout, and he does. Has some numbers. Big line out there for Columbus. Marchenko, what a pass to Werenski. Shot, just wide. Marchenko, shot. Oh, no, he hit the post. Is it in? Where's the whistle? Puck is near the goal line. Now the whistle blows. And we want to take a look. Bussey's going to try to scoot forward just in case it's underneath him over the red line. What happened here?
A lot of goalies won't move for a while, just not quite sure where that puck is. Here's a look how this happened too. It comes in. Here's a great block by Marchman, and he corrals it. Can't quite get that right off the bat, but still does the back end. Got arms up, loose his stick.
The previous play can be reviewed to see if the puck is really off the goal line or not.
From Marchenko, backhand across the middle, across the whole zone to Werenski. That's what makes this play too. Beautiful look by Marchenko to get it open to a wide open Zach Werenski, and then how about that?
We have a review going on right now. The league looks at every goal, and it looks like Bussey was in the net. This will probably tell us if this puck went over the line.
Right here, how about this, where it goes off the post, and then
I think this is going to be a goal for
I think
Marchenko.
so too.
Right?
Oh yeah, sure, for sure. And they just showed that in the overhead. I don't know if you could, at home you could hear the crowd seeing it go over. I think that is going to be a goal. There was no goal signal on the ice, so they need definitive proof that that puck crossed line. I think we have it.
Though. I mean, it's common sense says yes, but watch the last we see it is touching red. Again, Toronto looks at every goal. Let's bring in Dave Jackson, former NHL referee, our rules expert, and also our procedural effort. So, Dave, what do they need to see to say that is indeed a Columbus goal? And here comes, we look like we're going to have a quick decision, Dave. So, let's see what it is first, Dave, and you explain how it worked. Here it is.
After reviewing the play, at 4:46, the puck is clearly crossed the goal line, then what's the goal?
So they saw enough, Dave, eh?
They did, John. It's interesting when you were explaining it, you're entirely correct. This is not a challenge situation. It's a routine goal review. Usually those are done really quickly and there's no announcement made. But anytime there's a close play at the net, Toronto reviews it. This was so close, they didn't want them dropping the puck. So they actually buzzed down and they made the announcement saying it's an official review. But they actually review anything close. They did have enough evidence. The full puck has to break the inside edge of that red line, which it did. That was a good call. It's great that Toronto picked it up.
Yeah, that last view was the one they saw that clearly showed it went over the line. The only challenge for this stoppage is goalie interference offside. The league does everything else. And like Dave said, they look at every goal.
And when it came back that quickly, you sort of knew too. I mean, if they see it, they see it. If they've got to look at different angles and look at the blurry replays, whatever it may be, but Kirill Marchenko breaks an 8-game goal-scoring drought with that goal. We talked about him earlier, maybe a little snake bit. So for him, that's a big one to bury, especially after he hits the post.
Right.
Right before that, right? You just think, oh my gosh, this poor guy can't buy a goal.
Right, you thought the bad luck was going to continue, and then moments later it's in, off the back of the net again.
Especially at times, you're under 5 minutes in the period. That's a big one. They've had good chances on their power play, and to finally bury one and cut the lead in half is a big one. Big response by the Blue Jackets after the first period.
But here come the Kings. Walker shot, saved by Greaves, and he covers up. And we said after the power play by Columbus, even though they didn't score, they had juice, and it carried over there.
Yeah, and how about Jack Greaves, too? You look at him and the way that he's been able to manage his rebounds. That, to me, has been an impressive side of his game tonight. That puck comes to his breadbasket right there, but there's no loose change. Puts his glove on it immediately. Canes are swarming loose pucks in the offensive zone. When the pucks come in, they take a lot of shots. We've talked about that, but they win the races to those loose pucks. So for Jack Greaves to be able to get the whistle quick is important.
71 shot attempts a game for Carolina, most in the league. That's their average. And they allow the fewest shot attempts per game as well, 48. So here comes Columbus out of zone. Ross Monahan. Brandon Bussey is back, it appears, for Carolina after his Cinderella story to begin the season. Been a little leaky lately, But tonight he's made multiple grade A chances, the few he's seen. Gretzky and Marchment assist on the Marchenko goal, his first goal again since March the 14th. Sometimes it's tough to play that for Carolina, right? You don't see a lot of shots forever, and then you get that.
Yeah, they are a dump and chase team. Put the pucks.
Oh, almost tipped in his 300th goal of his career.
That's a nice step. Just that Cruz was there for it. But they put pucks in the offensive zone and they go to work. So you're absolutely right as a goaltender. You got to be ready to be still and solo for long stretches and then come up big.
Yeah, you just don't get much warm-ups.
I think that's so hard for goaltenders. Right. It's a mental game to stay involved 200 feet away from the action, but then be tested by these phenomenal hockey players.
Canes now respond with a very good shift. Since the start of that power play, since the start of it, 10 attempts and 6 shots on goal for Columbus. But now Carolina with a good pushback here on this shift. Carrier in front. Dangerously through the blue paint, and then Walker's shot is blocked and tipped wide. So Carolina right back with an excellent couple of shifts.
Check, he's got to be careful.
Shot save, Breeze, it's loose. Beautiful play to get that puck out of danger by Lundestrom.
Jeff Breeze went out to play a puck shortly before that and got forechecked by Carolina. It's at this point too. Maybe you gotta be very aware when you're going out to play the puck as a goaltender.
Aho, that was offside at the line, delayed offside. That's why it was let go. And here come the Blue Jackets by Miles Wood. Slipped and fell as he went around the net. Fabro's going to get on his toes and get that back in. That's what Rick Bowness wants his team to do, play on their toes. Under 2 to go now. Here come the Canes again. Up 2-1, looking for points number 99 and 100 tonight. As it is Buffalo and Tampa Bay. Fantilli, he gets stripped from behind, but the puck does come out. 95 seconds left in the second period. Ehlers takes it off his skate. Here he comes. Back to Chatfield. Slavin one-timer into the glove of Reeves. 92 miles an hour on that slapper from Slavin, looking for his first goal of the year.
Well, good saves at both ends of the ice. There's Brandon Bussey on Sean Monahan, who was left all alone in front. Look at Carolina. They are all on the left side of your screen. They're all puck watching. Look how wide open number 23 in blue is. And they are thanking Brandon Bussey for that giant save. And then Jet Greaves down here, again, a good job moving east-west. A good job with his rebounds. There's no crazy rebounds in front of Jet Greaves.
Yeah, Monahan last year, 19 goals in only 54 games. They were hoping that rate would continue. Could he be a 25-30 guy again? And here he is with just 12. Blue Jackets are a little down from last year. Chatfield shot just wide, but Marchenko does have his 26th of the year to make it 2-1 late in the second. Jackson Blake with the great work along the board, still has it. Blake to Chatfield, shot! Skipped aside and corralled by Monahan. Real nice play by number 23 in blue.
Well, we talk about his maybe the lack of scoring, but defensively he's so good. Good at the dot, does a lot of those little things. Obviously, it'd be nice for this team if he's getting 25 or 30 goals to go along with it.
Chipper knocks down Chatfield. Here comes Garland. Connor Garland. 1-goal game. Under a minute to go. Shot just wide. That was Provorov who wants a change. So Werenski comes over the board for the final 40 seconds for Columbus. Number 8 is out there. Jenner with it now. Goes to Werenski at the right point. To the net. Block. It's loose. Knocked down his ball. Garland has it behind the net. Goes to the other side. Here's that shot. They look out there. Monahan and Chase. But he couldn't quite get a handle on it. His next shot gets Slavin. 20 seconds left in the second. That gets by Jenner. This could be icing. It is on Columbus. Hey, this reminder, you can own a piece of hockey history with game-worn Olympic jerseys from Jack Hughes, Connor Hummelbach, Austin Matthews, and every player in Milan. Available for a limited time. Bid now at NHL.com/auctions.
And that guy right there, Zach Werenski, primary assist on the golden goal scored by Jack Hughes.
It doesn't happen without him to win that puck battle with McKinnon and feed a perfect pass to Hughes. The Keishan shot deflects into the netting with 12.2 to go.
Columbus, they had the offensive zone. They made that change. Put Zach Werenski out there to try to generate some offense in this last minute. They take that icing, and now they're stuck in their D zone. Of course, now they can get a change with that whistle.
That brings out Sillinger, Goodbranson. Get defensive players out there. Shot blocker and Goodbranson as he's out there with Werenski. Face off here. Aho gets ejected from the dot. And here comes Jarvis to try to win it with 12.2 to go. He does it. Branson has it. He'll get it out of the zone. Kishi retreats. Turnover. Off of a stick of Lane. That's going to do it in the second period. As Healers and Sillinger get together, there's some nice appropriate amount of hate in this game. We're in store for an excellent third period as Thrill the Thrill ends his goal drought and gets Columbus to within one, Artem.
Thank you very much, Bucci. To your point, he snapped the 8-game goal drought with that second period goal. That was tied for the longest drought of his career. Coming up on the Discover second intermission report, plenty of action around the National Hockey League. This has been a spirited contest. It is a spirited East wild card race. And our John Butchergross interviews the brand new Vegas Golden Knights head coach, John Tortorella.
Are you Marcia?
I am. I am.
Thanks for meeting me here. Usually not an interweb dating guy. Barely ever use this phone computer. Unless it's to bundle my insurance with Liberty Liberty.
Oh, same. I hate this thing, but it's true. You can save hundreds bundling with Liberty.
Liberty?
Liberty?
Liberty.
Liberty.
Are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some aside now.
And some canary leaves.
Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 Liberty. Georgia. Georgia. Oh, baby. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
I do my Sunday dreaming, oh yeah, and all my Sunday scheming, every minute, every hour, every day. I want a Sunday kind of love.
NWSL Sundays on ESPN and streaming on the ESPN app.
What a night.
We, our team, our school, love of the game, and for all that surrounds it. Players making it happen. 3 games coming our way tomorrow, and the moments that make us all part of it. Here, where we're throwing it down and we're walking it on. And here, the home of the SEC, SEC Network.
ACC softball is stronger than it's ever been.
So much good depth within all these rosters.
ACC Network, your home for ACC softball.
This is the show everyone is watching. Every moment, every game, every drop of sweat.
It's tournament time. It's win or go home.
For this, players walk in, legends walk out. March Madness continues on ESPN. Greatness is now playing.
Welcome to the Discover Second Intermission Report.
Pardo coming back with you. The Carolina Hurricanes scored 2 power play goals in the first period. Columbus got one back in the second. single Eastern Conference team battling for a wild card spot right now is in action. Let's get to some of those highlights right now. The Boston Bruins currently in a wild card spot. They are tied at 2, but Elias Lindholm will break the deadlock. It is now 4-2 with 10 and change to go in the third period. Islanders and Sabres. The Sabres are battling for top spot in the East with the Carolina Hurricanes. Callum Ritchie, his 12th of the year on the power play, will tie the game, but then call him center stage Thompson. Moments ago on the power play, his 38th of the season. The Olympic gold medalist makes it 2-1. Buffalo with 15 to go in the third. It's 3-1 Pittsburgh. Detroit, boy, do they need points right now. They need a little jolt of life. They are not getting it here in this game. 4-1 thanks to Justin Brazeau for the Penguins in the third period. Caps and Flyers. The Philadelphia's 2 points behind Columbus, but Washington takes the lead on the power play in the second period. Jacob Chikrin, and then they double up the lead thanks to Ryan Leonard again with the man advantage with 2:23 to go in the second period. Moments ago, it's 4-3 in the third, and Washington takes a 2-goal lead with Alex Ovechkin again. His 31st of the year. It's 5-3 with 16 to go in the third period. Habs, Bolts battling with the Canes as well on top of the East tied at 1. Joel Caulfield is 47th of the season. It's 2-1. Look at these teams, the Senators, Red Wings, Flyers, Capitals, all in action, all trying to taste the Blue Jackets, who are trying to get 2 points in our game against the Hurricanes. When we come back on the Discover Second Intermission Report, you will hear from that man, John Tortorella, the brand new coach of the Vegas Golden Knights. He will be joining our John Bucharest.
This second intermission report is presented by Discover, the official credit card of the NHL.
Are live on Hockey Island, inside Riley's Mind, to bring you the first ever Inside Out Classic. As joy, sadness, anxiety, and the rest of Riley's emotions team up with the Washington Capitals and the New York Rangers for an NHL game unlike anything you've ever seen before.
Look at this place. It's so magnificent. I'm about to cry.
Don't get too emotional yet, Kevin. The Inside Out Classic, April 5th at 7 on Disney Plus, Disney XD, Disney Channel, and the ESPN app.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smart with high-tech features from the Kelley Blue Book's best value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
I do my Sunday dreaming, oh yeah, and all my Sunday scheming, every minute, every hour, every day. I want a Sunday kind of love.
NWSL Sundays on ESPN and streaming on the ESPN app.
We are live on Hockey Island, inside Riley's Mind, to bring you the first ever Inside Out Classic. As joy, sadness, anxiety, and the rest of Riley's emotions team up with the Washington Capitals and the New York Rangers for an NHL game unlike anything you've ever seen before.
Look at this place. It's so magnificent. I'm about to cry.
Don't get too emotional yet, Kevin. The Inside Out Classic, Sunday at 7 on Disney XD and Disney Channel.
What would you like the power to do? There's more fight in you, so play on. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask. What would you like the power to do?
Welcome back to the Discover Second Intermission Report.
We are live on Hockey Island, inside Riley's Mind, to bring you the first ever Inside Out Classic for an NHL game unlike anything you've ever seen before. Capitals, Rangers on Disney Plus, Disney XD, Disney Channel, and the ESPN app.
I will be the reporter on that game, and it will be a career highlight. John Tortorella's next step in his career, head coach of the Vegas Golden Knights last night. Riley Smith will get the game winner and torch a debut as bench boss
on wins. That is fourth most on the list. Only Joel Quenneville is in the thousands currently. John Tortorella with our John Buccigross.
Torts is back in the NHL, behind a bench. Torts, you have a great job at ESPN. You're working with me. You're outstanding at television. Why did you take the job in Vegas?
To get away from you, quite honestly. And like I told you, you and I spent a lot of time together the past season. I want to coach. I wasn't in a situation where I was going to go out and try to sell myself. I've been in the league long enough. If I had an opportunity, I was looking for it. If it didn't come about, I've been blessed to be in this league as long as I have. So, in all seriousness, I love working there, having a blast with all the people. You guys treat me so well. I was very comfortable there, but this was an opportunity that came at me pretty quickly. And it's a great organization, a great group of guys. I have a very good chance to continue trying to find a way to win. Following Butchie too. I got to say some really good things about him. He has left this team for the next coach, which is me. And you and I both know this is all part of the business. He's left it in pretty good condition for the next coach to come in. So very, very fortunate.
Yeah, I'm in Columbus here, and obviously you felt like as they were going to a youth movement, maybe it wasn't the best fit for you. Then you go to Philadelphia. They end up tearing it down. Another youth movement. This is a veteran team, Torts. I'm thinking this is more up your alley.
Yeah. And listen, I love teaching. I love coaching in Philly. I did. I love the 6 years in Columbus for me. That's such a great city, such a great sports town. So either way, I love that part, which I think I do have to make an adjustment in how I coach here. I think it's going to make me a better coach in being involved in a situation with a group of guys that are battle tested, played a ton of playoff games, won a championship just a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. So I just want to join in and help, and that was basically my opening meeting with them. I just want to help. We're going to do it together. It's going to be communication back and forth. I'm going to ask a lot of questions on how you want to go about it. I'm going to hold them accountable. That is my job, but we're going to do it together. And I think that's. I'm really excited about how this is all going to go through here and trying to find a way to get in and try to get better as if we do get to the playoffs.
Of course, the last time you were behind a bench, Torch, and you won a hockey game, you won a gold medal. Now back in the NHL, you get the win. What was it like walking back to the room? I know you weren't sure which way to go, but what was it like walking back to that room with another NHL head coaching win? What was that feeling like?
Yeah, and I know you made a joke about that. I did not know which way to go. There's a security guard that had to direct me in between periods where to go. And you know what's like, my wife came with me. We flew here the other night. It's such a crazy schedule. I told her when I get back to the hotel and I was talking with her, the greatest part of the past couple of days for me was just being in a locker room again. And it was nice to get a win. There's some really good stuff, some stuff I know we have to work on, as you know, in all hockey games. But just to be in a locker room with a team, with a coaching staff, the camaraderie that goes with that, some of the stuff, the fun stuff that goes with it, I miss that. And it was just so nice to be part of that. And this organization has welcomed me in so well, my wife. We're here for the end of the year, to the end of the year, whatever that is. We're going to try to do the best we can and try to have some fun with it.
Yeah, this is kind of reverse Green Acres. Look it up, kids. From the farm to the Vegas Strip. That's pretty cool stuff. The rescue horses and dogs will miss you, Torts. We will miss you as well and be rooting for you from afar. John Tortorella, good luck in Vegas.
Thanks, Boo. So good to see you.
Torts made me smarter about hockey. I will also miss him here at ESPN. Hawks and Jets, welcome to the National, as Kevin Weeks would say. And Tom Brundell, your first NHL goal. 1-0 Blackhawks after 20. Oilers, Kraken in that West wild card hunt. Couple points back, but it's Max 6 points, 1 back. You have to see this. Devils, Rangers, both teams out of the playoffs. They don't care. This is a big geographical battle. These teams hate each other. Look at the goalies. Jacob Markstrom, Igor Shesterkin. Ding, ding, ding. Ring the bell. Chalk the nuts. Both of them going at it. The passion continues on. Oh, look at those haymakers. Oh, Shesterkin landing a bunch, punches and bunches for Igor. Markstrom looking for a counter over the top, but down goes Markstrom, and Igor Shesterkin maybe the slight edge in that goalie tilt. You love to see it. Goalie goals and goalie fights. Nothing gets your blood boiling more as a hockey fan. 2-1 after 2. This has been your Discover second intermission report.
You won't remember my name. This is the last time you will see me at the top. I want to carry on, but not today. This is the point I give up. But not today. I want to carry on. You will see me at the top. This is the last time you won't remember my name. Honda, Power of Dreams, proud partner of Team USA.
My dad loves talking about the spirit of Nevada. The hardworking, independent people, the vibrance of the cities, the beauty of the landscape. To me, this guy is the spirit of Nevada.
To know Nevada is to love Nevada. Take care of the people. Make a difference for them. They deserve it.
I had a good teacher. Have.
The Richard Harris Law Firm. No one knows Nevada like we do. 444-4444.
They were the blueprint for football greatness. But before they were legends, they were plans. Now it's time for the next generation to show the world what they're made of.
Diving for the end zone. Touchdown.
He's built for these kind of moments.
And on draft night, plans become reality.
Would be first pick in the NFL draft.
The NFL Draft presented by Bud Light, April 23rd through 25th.
The United Football League on ESPN is back.
Pro football in the spring.
New teams, all new looks, new rules,
UFL's testing ground for the future of football.
and more access inside the action.
Just listen to that.
An experience like no other.
Once in, there it is on the board.
This is football reimagined. The United Football League, all season long on ESPN.
Welcome back to ESPN Plus Hockey Night, presented by Honda. John Buccigross, AJ Malesko, a gigantic third period coming. The Hurricanes trying to get their 100th point of the year. The Blue Jackets with the out-of-town scoreboard looking great for them right now, down 1. Now for tonight's difference makers, brought to you by Noble, AJ Malesko.
Yeah, and it's there. The chances that Columbus Blue Jackets generated in that second period, especially compared to the first, starts with their power play. They're facing an incredibly aggressive penalty kill, but they're able to get inside. They get 4 shot attempts, 2 actually land on net. Brandon Bussey stands up to them. A lot of traffic in front, really good quick puck movement. This was a 5-on-5 chance for Sean Monahan, a bit snake bit. And then it's Kirill Marchenko. He breaks an 8-game goal drought, hits the post initially, but does get the puck over the line after a review by the league. So that is the one goal that Columbus has right now, still down 2-1. They need a big third period.
Behind the goal line.
Yeah,
to break
I mean,
that goal drought.
that's good.
Okay, how do you reignite the momentum they had late in the second?
Yeah, I mean, part of that is they go in with that momentum. The last 30 seconds, they gave a little bit back to Carolina. But for Columbus, lately they have been terrible in third periods. They've been outscored 7-1 over the last 5 games played. So for them, it's trying to keep that second period momentum, keep that second period mentality. Carolina, of course, on the other side, tied for second in the NHL in third period goals for. So this is an uphill battle for Columbus. You mentioned it early, Bucci. Early in the season, Columbus had that bane of giving up leads. They've started to do that a little bit more in the last couple games, which is unusual under bonus. Now they have that they're a deficit. Maybe that will work in their favor. They've got to claw back. They're not trying to protect a lead right now. They need a goal.
Right, he wants them to play like they're trailing when they're winning. Right, like you said, they blew the lead to San Jose. They blew the lead to Boston. Now they don't have to worry about that. They have to worry about your toes if you're going to try to figure out a way to score against Carolina 5-on-5. It is difficult to do. Stahl and Coyle, two veterans, so good at this part of their job. Stahl wins that faceoff. Here's Slavin. He'll send it wide. Here's Stahl looking for his 20th goal of the year. But now Marchenko softly dumps it in the corner towards Fantilli. Chatfield takes him out. And now Carolina is able to break up. There's Marchenko. Good play by Slavin to go over the defense.
But that heads-up play by Jordan Stahl, too. A little shoulder check, make sure he doesn't, it's not a buddy pass that's going to flatten him, and a touch to get the puck in deep.
So Provorov and Werenski out there together now. Probably will shorten that bench Columbus-wise, especially among the defensemen. More ice time for him is coming in the third period.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he played 30 minutes the other night against Boston. Of course, that game went into overtime, but Rick Bowness has a ton of trust in those two guys, Werenski, Provorov. There's been some jostling the lines anyway with David Severson out in the last couple of games. So Werenski plays a lot of minutes. He's used to playing many different partners. I do not expect it to affect his rhythm at all.
Miller quick shot, save 18 minutes so far for Werenski. He's probably got about an 8-9 minute period coming in the third. These are the featured upcoming games on the NHL schedule. Tomorrow night, the Ducks, they're trying to win the Pacific Division with the Oilers breathing down their necks. They play San Jose, who needs a strong finish to make the playoffs. You see it's Ovechkin and Hughes on ESPN Plus and Hulu Thursday night. Oh, they got 2 goals tonight. Another 30-goal season. Caulfield gets his 47th tonight. He's in action on Saturday and then Sunday as well. It's the Wild.
Not even a minute into this third period, and that's 5 face-off wins by Carolina.
Here's another one, and they have the puck. Aho from Jarvis. Sebastian Aho. Tucked out by Coyle, shot from Walker, snared by Jeff Greaves.
A little bit of help there from Eric Gudbranson, too, doing a really good job boxing out. That's been a message from Rick Bowness is they've got to pass the middle and keep their bodies out in front of Jeff Greaves. Jeff Greaves is not a tall goaltender, so they got to make sure he can see the puck. You can see a little gathering of the defensive players there for Columbus, making sure that whether they win or lose, they've now lost 5 faceoffs in this third period. What do they do when they lose it? That's the big question. What is your job if you don't win the draw? 6 now.
Another one. That's Sillinger. Dangerous east-west pass there. Knocked back in by DeAndre Miller. And now the puck comes out. Jeff Greaves just 6 feet even.
Which isn't small, but goaltenders these days have gotten bigger and bigger and taller, and it just the way that his stature too. He's got a low stance, so clear out in front of him. He's incredibly athletic, very quick. You and I got to speak with him, I remember, a couple months ago over here, learned that he is named after Jet Li, martial arts. His dad's a big martial arts fan.
Cool kid, great personality. He's always in the top of that crease where you see those 6'0" goalies kind of live. But the Nuggets have done a good job giving him a chance to see the puck tonight. 3 penalties called on Columbus, 2 on Carolina. Both of these teams recently have been complaining about not getting calls. Getting the respect from the officials. Fantilli. He's a guy Columbus will look for in this third period to get that big goal. But here comes Stanko. He has scored tonight. Picked up by Fantilli. Shoot to Marchenko. Here's a chance. Fantilli. Marchman. Marchenko. Fantilli. Still. He's got an elite release. That's his 22nd of the year, and he does indeed get the big third period goal.
Well, this goal off of the rush starts with Igor Zamula and a great gap control. He comes in, he steps up to Stankoven. You can see all 3 forwards in their back pressure. They back check, they're playing defense, and now
matchup is gross. Where he put that, where that puck was. He has tied the game at 2. The first CBJ shot attempt of the third goes into the net.
Another breaking another 6-game goal drought for Fantilli too. A lot of these guys haven't scored a lot over the last week or two, so good for Columbus to get some of them back on the score sheet.
Werenski back out there with Fabro now. Garland gets it out of danger as Carolina's back on the attack here, keeping the puck in the Columbus end as Jankowski and Jenner get together. Carrier and Jenner as the lines change, have to be separated. Out of your screen. Werenski waits for all the mayhem to settle down. Both teams change. Now he's ready to break out. Stretch pass up towards Wood. Back comes Aho. Intercepted once again by Werenski. Just gains the red line. He'll go change now.
I think there's 20-second round before we probably see him back out.
Another high sticky penalty coming up on Columbus. Roman Gostisbehere collided in the corner. Both of them kind of flailed their arms. It was a late arm raise from the official. It's going to be Wood. You see, Garland, how's that possible?
Columbus by number 11, Jeremiah Meyer, high sticking.
Here's a look at how it happens. So like you said, Bucci, there's a collision there, and his stick does flip up. You got to have control of it, but it does. To me, this is. I understand the concept that you've got to be in control of your stick, but they are both battling for the puck. That's a tough one for Columbus right now. After that huge tying goal, Fantilli scores. They've now got to go back on the kill. They've given up 2 out of the 3 penalty kills they've had here tonight.
I don't like those kind of calls, man. Bodies go in the corner, their arms are going. It's like a little tap. Big chance for Carolina. Their power play is awesome. Here's a great chance. Shot out. Oh, good stick. Charlie Coyle deflects that into net.
Yeah, Charlie Coyle has been so good here. His first year here in Columbus, came over last summer from Colorado with Miles Wood, actually, and he's so good at the face-off. He's somebody that always pointed out, he said, when I got here, that was one of my surprises, is how good Charlie Coyle is. He said, I played against him, I understand his value, but seeing him every day and understanding how trustworthy he is has been one of the pleasant surprises when he took over in January.
Sebastian Aho's won 9 of 11 on the dot. He's on pace to set a career high in assists this year. And he wins another face-off. Gets it to Jarvis. Shot deflected just wide. Aho's going to get it. Aho to Svechnikov behind the net. Over towards Gostisbehere. Going to deflect out of the zone. Power play Carolina to get that lead back again. They led 2-0 after 1 with 2 power play goals. They haven't scored since. But they can score here. That's offside the line. Svechnikov just 1 goal and just 11 shots on goal in his last 6 games. They need 32nd to get going. Maybe this is his chance to get off the schneid.
You can see that on his lower chin there where he got the puck. I believe about 5 minutes left in the second period. Went down the tunnel, so good to see him back out on the ice.
Yeah, a lot of pucks and sticks to the grills tonight on both teams.
Get the dentist on speed dial.
Here's Ehlers now. He got an assist in this game tonight. This is 39th. That ties a career high for Ehlers. Carolina. Shot. What a save by Greaves. Grabs a game-saving save by Greaves on Aho. 1 minute left in this power play. 10 for its last 20. They are cooking the Canes. Almost looks like they expect to score here. Ehlers down low. Shot across. Oh, Jarvis had room to net, but he healed that. And it's thwarted wide. Plenty of time for the Brits, and the clear. All 4 Blue Jacket penalty killers are able to change. 35 seconds left for the Hurricanes. 2-2, 5 minutes into the third period. A gigantic third period for the Blue Jackets' playoff hopes. The out-of-town scoreboard is completely working in their favor tonight. The Canes going for a 100-point season. They got 98. As do the Sabres and Lightning entering tonight. 15 seconds left on the power play. Here's Ehlers still out there. Nikishin with the second unit. goes. Looking. Back to the point. Blake shot blocked by Lundestrom, sacrificing his body. Penalty over. Lloyd back on the ice. 5-on-5, but the Canes still with the puck. Blake wants it. He's got a quick shot just wide. Jackson Blake with the snapshot, just missing the far post. Keandre Miller, stretch pass up. Martinuk will dump it in. Here's Provorov. A big line for Columbus that tied the game. Marchment. And Marchenko the assist on the Fantilli rocket.
Adam Fantilli gets this game tied on a beautiful one-timer set up by his line mate Mason Marchment. That was a big one, and then a huge kill for Columbus to keep it tied here in the third period.
Before you hire a lawyer for your injury case, ask them these 3 questions. Where are you based?
How many lawyers and staff do you have in Nevada? How much have you won for your clients?
When you call the Richard Harris Law Firm, you already know we're local.
I grew up here, so did Josh.
We have over 150 local legal professionals.
And what have we won?
Billions. And all with our less fee guarantee.
Who you hire matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm, 444-4444.
This is the show everyone is watching. Every moment, every game, every drop of sweat.
It's tournament time. It's win or go home.
For this, players walk in, legends walk out. March Madness continues on ESPN. Greatness is now playing.
They were the blueprint for football greatness. But before they were legends, they were plans. Now it's time for the next generation to show the world what they're made of.
Diving for the end zone. Touchdown.
He's built for these kind of moments.
And on draft night, plans become reality.
We're the first pick in the NFL draft.
The NFL Draft presented by Bud Light, April 23rd through 25th.
We're back, our Cal with the studio update. Back to Isles and Sabres 2-1 Buffalo in the third until Andrew Saline ties the game with his 18th, but then Buffalo take the lead again. Peyton Krebs, his 11th of the season, wraparound pass, 3-2 Buffalo, still the best record since the Olympic break.
And maybe they'll be the first team to 100. They have 98. Marchenko now hitting the Blue Jackets. Provorov pulls his way through. Shot! Oh, what a save by Bussy! That was a blocker save. Columbus so close to taking the lead. And of course, that Sabre goal was big for the Blue Jackets, as the Islanders are one of those teams in that wild card bunch in the East.
Here's a look at Bussy. What was interesting, too, is this puck started to exit the zone after this blocker save, but he stays in his stance the whole time, which is a lot of times you see goaltenders sort of relax when they come down, and there was a quick reaction, a quick turnover, so it was good that he was ready the whole way.
You saw Marchenko all by himself very early before the warm-up, before anyone was in the stands. He was in his pre-game workout gear, in his tennis shoes, just on the ice, trying to feel the puck, feel the game. And he has really stepped up tonight, Adrian. He's been outstanding since the opening puck drop.
Yes, he's been all of this. He's fast. He's pushing the pace. What I like, he gets up in their face on that forecheck, especially through the neutral zone. He has been very noticeable every time he hits the ice.
So he was ready before the game. And again, 5 shots on goal leads everybody.
Well, and he finally broke that 8-game goal drought, too. He's been doing other things for them, but the Blue Jackets need this top line to score. Him and Fantilli both on the score sheet is great news for the Jackets.
Not for Bussy. He could have a hat trick tonight. He's had very, very good chances. There's Columbus screaming for a penalty right in front of their benches. Heinen is knocked down. Sillinger finds Heinen. He's got room to shoot. Saved by Bussy. Charlie Coyle there with Heinen and Sillinger. Good play by Keandre Miller to bully Heinen off the puck. And now 3-on-2 with the Canes hurry, but that pass a little out of the reach. Stayed on the blue paint. Here come the Canes. And that pass back to Jarvis was a little out of reach. So the Islanders are going to lose tonight. The Senators have lost tonight. The Red Wings have lost tonight. This is the perfect night for Columbus. If they can come back and get 2 points, they'll be right back in control of their destiny. Takes up number 5. Stankoven's on the puck first, though. Here's Logan Stankoven. He has scored tonight. To Slavin. Keeps it in behind the net. In front. Jackson Blake had that just split off his stick after the strange bounce from behind the net.
It took him and everybody by surprise. Jackson Blake wasn't quite ready for that.
But Branson now. Columbus pretty much going with 5D the rest of the way. So Nola has seen very little action tonight for Columbus.
Interesting, that great step too that led to the Fantilli goal, but there is something they're looking for offense too from the back end, and they need to have that responsible defense.
Turnover, carry pass over the net. A wide open net for Mark Jankowski. That shot blocked, but Marchman loses his stick, blocking the shot. He goes right to the bench. Here comes Marchenko. He's got Fantilli. Just onside. Fantilli shot, save it's loose. But look at Bussy check it out with his left pad.
Bussy lost that rebound, but still was able to recognize it, knew where it was, and getting away.
Just 6.5 minutes for Sabula. Will likely be plastered to the bench the rest of the way, and it's going to be 5 Blue Jacket defensemen to try to defend and then try to get that 3rd goal. Buffalo has reached 100 points in the East. Carolina trying to join them now, as that 1 seed is up for grabs between Tampa Bay, Buffalo, and the Kings. Keeshan rims it around. Here's Jordan Stahl. That's Marchman stick still on the ice. Goss is there. One-timer, big save by Greaves on the Keeshan. Hard pass. Too hot to handle for Goss is there. They'll just send it in to make sure, and here's Stahl on it. Provorov takes a hit. Knocked down by Bartlett. Here come the Jackets, 4 wide. Bartlett over space, can't get it in. Chandler has his back.
See, new pairing here, Branson and Werenski. Werenski's just going to go out with whoever's up.
That's right. Midway through the 3rd. 2-0 Carolina after 1, but Columbus has clawed their way back. Fantilli, the equalizer, on an unbelievable one-time snipe. Werenski steals it with his skate. Now Aho has it. Sebastian Aho. Werenski now will settle things down behind his own net. Go to Sillinger. Sillinger skates away from Svechnikov. Reverses to Goodbranson. 4 minutes without a whistle here in Columbus, Ohio. Here comes Seth Jarvis now. Jarvis to the net. Just wide as Coyle was on him. Sillinger chips it out of trouble and takes a big hit from Jarvis. Jarvis just gets outside of the zone as Chatfield skates in. No one can seem to control the puck right now. Turnover City. Hall. Taylor Hall in front. Excellent stick work. Matejchuk and Branson defending now. Here's Hall. Slippery in front. Goes wide. Blake. Excellent shift from the Stankoven line. AJ talked about it at the top of the telecast. Miller is right to Sillinger, who can skate it out, but then Miller jumps on it again.
Carolina has owned the neutral zone.
Hall. Across. Deflected by Goodbranson. Easy push-out save by Greaves. Blake looking for the reverse pass. Not there. Well defended. He still has it. Look at the stick handling from Jackson Blake. Gets to Miller. Miller gets a pick. Columbus screens interference. Stankoven to the net. Tip save by Greaves. Blake got a piece of that, and Greaves makes another big save. He's been outstanding tonight. Both goalies on their game in this one.
Columbus really struggling to get through the neutral zone. Every time they try to make a cross-ice pass, it's deflected by a body or a stick from Carolina.
Icing Columbus.
We are live on Hockey Island inside Riley's Mind to bring you the first ever Inside Out Classic for an NHL game unlike anything you've ever seen before. Capitals
Rangers on Disney Plus, Disney XD, Disney Channel, and the ESPN app. Jet Greaves. It's his net now in Columbus, and Adam Fantilli, still just 21 years old. His 22nd goal of the year. He had 31 last year. Obviously, a little down in the goal department this year. He's played every game. But that goal was huge, and his team now with under 8 to go. Puck is just bouncing around. No one can really settle it down and make a play.
But that's how Carolina wants to play. They love that. You put the puck and just go chase it down. That's their style.
Stick battle won by Stahl. That's what they do there. Martinook now they're set up 3 wide at the top. Slavin walks in. Fabro doesn't have a stick. Hit the his 24th goal of the year. And the hard-working Canes have the lead again.
Well, they've created this momentum by breaking up neutral zone. Every time they lose the zone, they reload, re-attack, put it in. They don't care about